Cool. Everything looks to be running straight here on my end. Yeah, we're ready to go. Welcome everybody. It is that time of the year once again. If you've been with us for a while, you know exactly what this is. If you're somewhat new, let's break it down for you, huh? This is our end of the year Christmas holiday celebration where I just like to appreciate, the members that are here the most often, that are grabbing spots, helping to keep this community alive and thriving and everything like that. Just a little tiny thank you for all of you that have been here all year and have helped contributed to that. If you're not on this list, please don't take any sort of offense. It's literally just the people that have, joined the most breaks and more or less spent the most money. So I've created a list. There's 28 rearranged. I randomized the names. So just because your name is at the top doesn't mean you're the one who spent the most or anything like that. And then I will randomize that list. You'll see on the sidebar I have taken away Miami and Colorado. So if we happen to hit something by one of those two teams, then we'll randomize it. But otherwise, I figured nobody really ever wants those, so I'd take those two out. With that said, I think we can just get started. My pleasure, Crispy. Thank you. Let's get started. Let's throw it up on the screen. All right. On the left, our spots, this time in no particular order. And we'll paste those in. Description I put in Santa's list. We'll roll the dice. 4 or less will be a re-roll. That's a 9. We'll click once and make sure we got 28 total. Looks good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. I don't know why I said and 8. There's our final spots. We'll copy these. Verification code FBWHXL. FBWHXL. Let's get these over to the sidebar here. And we are good to go. I'll take this off the screen. You guys know you're more than welcome to trade. Feel free to swap for your favorite team or whatnot if somebody wants to make a deal with you. We'll just keep the same teams since it's all 2025 product. I don't know. I know in years past we've had I think we did 5 or 6 mega boxes and I re-random teams each time. But I think for this one we'll just keep the teams the way they are. I'll keep my random.org in case we need it for Miami or Colorado or something like that. And let's start it off with the appetizer. Nice little winter holiday tin here. These are the ones that come with 6 exclusive holiday light parallels. 4 of those ones that look like gingerbread. 2 of them that look like blue foil. And then a holiday SP in here too. Me too, CJ. Me too. My pleasure, Tony. Thank you, Joe. You guys don't have to thank me. Thank you guys. You are the ones who make this possible. Let's start here with some base. I'll slide this on over. 6 months today. Congrats, CJ. That's awesome. Happy, healthy heart. Ezekiel Tovar is going to start things off here for us. Dustin Harris, Shane Bieber, Yandy Diaz, Yamamoto, Teoscar Hernandez, Zach Veen, Luke Keeschel, Corbin Burns, Luis Angel Acuna, Lawrence Butler. You do, Jason. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Chris Bryant, viewers like you. Corey Seager, Zach DeZenzo, Raldo Perdomo, Selvy Perez, Kikuchi, Marcelo Meyer, Christian Campbell, Augustin Ramirez. I'll just random that when I sort. Kel Rayleigh, Ian Hatt, Willie Adames, and Jordan Westberg. There were some rookies in there that typically I would sleeve up. But I was thinking for the sake of this break not taking 45 minutes, I'll sleeve those up after the break because we do still have our Heritage High Number break that's going live approximately 9 o'clock. I have a feeling this might run a little past that, but essentially right after this we'll be doing the Heritage High Number break. That was the random teams. Okay, here's the second half. Riley Green, Will Wagner, Pasquantino, Duran, Conine, Gilbert, Ballesteros, Drake Baldwin, Brenton Doyle, Cam Smith, Jackson Jobe, Bo Bichette. Nobody's like you, Jason. You're one of a kind. Yandy Diaz, Yamamoto, Teoscar Hernandez, Zach Veen, Luke Keeschel, Corbin Burns, Luis Angel Acuna, Lawrence Butler, Jazz Chisholm. You'd think they'd be able to avoid duplicates in one Holiday tin, but Jackson Holiday, Dylan Cease, Mike Trout, Sal Frelick. Yeah, we got some light blue, CJ Abrams. Haven't pulled one of those from a tin before. Ronald Acuna, Bryce Harper, Kel Rayleigh, Ian Happ, Teoscar Hernandez, Trey Sweeney, and the Holiday SP is a Dylan Cruz. Nice, Josh. All right. You'll take that. One last base there. Leo Jimenez. All right. Let me top load this blue foil rookie. And then sleeve up our other parallels here quickly. All right. That's 110. Now, let's move on to a mega box. Last holiday mega box of the year. Let's scoot this back here. Josh Allen bobblehead's propping that up. No, Tony, I'm not. Yeah, I said in the first minute that this year we're just going to keep it. And I couldn't get every dud off the board. Some teams are just naturally better than others. Let's see here. There should be an ornament, right? Maybe it'll come out when we slide the packs out. There's that. Maybe not. Nope, there it is. Who do we got? It's the kid. It's going to John. Nice, John. All right, here we go. 10 packs. My boys have been begging to rip a box of these, but I've been holding it off. They don't know they're getting packs in their stocking. So, Sugano, Sasaki, Otani, Mookie Betts, Ozzie Albies, Zach Veen, Luke Keeschel, Corbin Burns, Luis Angel Acuna in the dark blue this time, Anthony Santander. Rhett Lauder, Arenado, Trey Sweeney, Santander, Mason Miller, Lawrence Butler, Jazz, Jackson Holiday, Dylan Cease, Gray Border, Francisco Lindor. Just a reminder, guys, to help me keep an eye out for any hidden elves, any little elves peeking around in the background. They're hard to pull, but they're also hard to see. Unless they're backwards. I mean, that always helps, but I'm not trusting Topps to do that for us. Hey, we got a Holiday back. That's a Gunnar Henderson. Cool. Will Warren, Corbin Carroll, Carlos Correa, Seiya Suzuki, Hayden Birdsong, Drew Thorpe, Ryan Blitz, Adele Amador, Jacob deGrom, Gunnar Henderson. Let me top load that one. So when we're done, we can cruise through it all and make sure we didn't miss any more gingerbread backs there. Class A. Caminero, Flaherty, Martinez, Valdez, Alvarez, Dylan Cruz, Clayton Kershaw, Kyle Tucker, Chris Bryant. gonna sleeve that one up now. Nice. All right, JR. CJ Abrams, Freddie Freeman, Gary Carpenter, Freddie Peralta, Eovaldi, Jackson Chorio, Wyatt Langford, John Kenzie Noel, Kumar Rocker, Paul Skeens with the Santa hat. Why don't we throw him and Cruz back here? Okay. Cool. Nick York, Schwellenbach, Trey Turner, Langoliers, Judge, Cowser, Cruz, Gallon, Lindor, Taylor Ward, gray border. There's another gingerbread back. Marte, Royce Lewis, Rafaela, Arise, Jace Young, Zach Neto, Brooks Lee, Austin Hayes, Sajasi, Zach Wheeler for the holiday back. Vladdy Jr. It gets me too, Crispy. I didn't mention it this time, but I know I mentioned it before. It feels like it's an SP or something for a moment. Bobby Witt, Spencer Strider, Alcantara, Stanton on that Taylor Ward card you're talking about, I know. Contreras, Simeon, Hyosung Kim, Blake Snell, Zach Gallen. You're looking for like candy cane bats and stuff, and then you see that and you think for a second, oh, they photoshopped something in. Del Castillo, Alonso, Soderstrom, Dominguez, Malloy, Skubal, Jimenez, Tovar, Dustin Harris, blue border, Kerry Carpenter. Hey, I think we got a little memorabilia in this one. Cool. Evan Carter, Cole Reagans, Shane Bieber, Yandy Diaz, Yamamoto, Teoscar Hernandez. Oh, and it's Nick Kurtz. Not too shabby. That's going to Gino. Nice, Gino. Yeah, he looks young there. Little kid. Zebby Matthews. Last card, gray border parallel. I did separate some rookies there. I'll sleeve all those after the break. Let's go ahead and take care of this one. Actually, I want to go thicker sleeve on this. A little bit thicker than a typical relic, it feels like. All right. It's on to archives. Well, let's do a quick little run through because I said I would, right? Make sure that we don't have any of those holiday backs that I might have missed. I'm pretty sure they flip them. No, they don't, because in the pack you see it when you rip it. So it doesn't hurt to do a quick check here. All right, that's more than half. No. Okay. Slide these over here. Double check these rookies really fast. Nothing. All right. It is time for the hobby. What about his cards, Jason? Are they jumping too, or are people already kind of predicting that? Was the advancement priced in with the hype. Let's slide Josh Allen over here. All right, here we go. Topps Archives. 24 packs, 8 cards a pack. 2 autos. Well, I know he's been the cover boy for everything Topps, Jason, so I know, he was the guy to get. Just wondering if it could go any higher. Jack Flaherty. I have no idea. Perez. Langoliers. Martinez. Darren Baker. Gold foil Matt Olson. 17 out of 50. That's cool. Going to Jason. Carl Yastrzemski. Rhys Hoskins. Just saw a super fractor version of one of these. I don't even know what social media I was browsing. The Jose Ramirez auto. That was cool. He doesn't sign a ton, It's always cool seeing one. Pedro Martinez. Ty Cobb. Gabriel Moreno. Ichiro. Christian Campbell. Pop-up Yamamoto. Garcia. Ricky. Ryan Howard. Vladdy. Tom Seaver. Ben Williamson. Buster Posey. Mike Trout. Honus Wagner. James McCann. Mike Piazza. Carlos Santana. First pink foil, Billy Wagner. Stan Musial. Joey Votto. Julio. Nolan Ryan. Willie Mays. Red Lauder. Kyle Tucker. Foil number 2, Leo Jimenez. Adrian Gonzalez. Jorge Posada. Cam Smith. Peralta. Brooks Lee. Top load the pink foil rookies. Frank Thomas. Billy Wagner. Pete Alonso. Christopher Morel. Reggie Jackson. Christian Yelich. Sandy Koufax. Royce Lewis. Sleeve up that. Bryce Harper just announced he's playing for USA, right? Team's starting to stack up. Nico Horner. Ronald Acuna. Grayson Rodriguez. Roki Sasaki. Shota Imanaga. Kershaw. All-Star. River Ryan. Rafi Devers. I will, again, just to reiterate, guys, I will be sleeving up those rookies. Angel Martinez. Selvy Perez. Augustin Ramirez. Griffin Conine. Colt Keith. Gunnar Henderson. Jordan Westberg. Reese Hines. I can't believe it's been 4 years, Jason. That's what's blowing my mind. Like, it feels like the Trout Ohtani showdown for that last strikeout. It's like just yesterday. It's wild. Nick York, Logan O'Hoppe, Gavin Lux. Here's our first auto. It's going to Curtis in Kansas City. Frank White. Look at that old throwback photo. Second baseman. I don't know much about Frank White. Sal Frelick, Nolan Shanuel, Alex Bregman, Willie Adames. Yeah, Jason, no rush on that. I figure everybody's a little, it's Christmas time. So, not going to make everybody pay up their PSA bills on the 25th or something. Here's our first auto. Plenty of time. Juan Soto, Evan Carter, Cedric Mullins, Chris Bryant, Ketel Marte, pop-up Ronald Acuna, Mookie Betts, Drew Thorpe. Paul Skeens, India, Crochet, Pink Foil, Albert Pujols, Luke Keeschel, Lindor, Garcia, another Ricky. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Gary. Those are the kind of autographs I want. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Ivan Rodriguez, Pink Foil, Brenton Doyle. That's fun to say. Luis Robert, Gunnar Henderson, Connor Norby, Bobby Witt, Real Muto. Yeah, it would probably be a smart choice to wait on mailing any cards that you particularly love for a couple more weeks. Crispy, I agree. Satchel Paige, that's a good call. Randy Johnson. Green Foil, Jacob deGrom, that is 60 out of 99. Pasquantino, Kyle Schwarber, McClanahan, Jordan Lawler, Eddie Murray. Vientos, Dalton Rushing, Bo Jackson, Ozzie Albies, Trace Sweeney, Brooks Lee, Nolan Ryan, Willie Mays. They're hitting us with the dupes in this box, huh? Gunnar Hoglund, Ken Griffey Jr., Freddie Freeman, Spencer Strider. Why can't I read that? Alfonso Soriano, Matt Shaw, Robert Hassel, Nick Kurtz. I'll top load Nick Kurtz while we're here. Oh, that'd be fun. My day. Cool. Contreras, Jose Ramirez, Marte, Ted Williams, Pink Foil, Zach Wheeler, Leo Jimenez, River Ryan, Rafi Devers. Goldschmidt, Maddox, Durbin, DeGrom, Acuna, Young Ho Lee, Dylan Cruz, Reese Hines. Trey Turner, Chandler Simpson, Rookie Sasaki, Shota Imanaga, Pasquantino, Mike Trout, Oliva, Jared Jones. Now, this was one that does match the American flag, Mike Trout. JC, Alvarez, Tovar, Hernandez, Pujols, Julio Pop-Up, Jordan Lawler, Eddie Murray. A couple more duplicates for some reason. Five packs left here. Still looking for that second auto. Randy, Sugano, Del Castillo, Beltre, Ortiz, Willie Mays, Bobby Witt, Real Muto. So in order for the discount to click in, Crispy, it has to be four spots or teams in the same order, and then it automatically applies. When you cash out, you'll see it. If you grabbed 4 and that didn't happen, you want to shoot me a DM or something to remind me if you bought them separate by mistake or whatever like that. Just DM me, shoot me a line on Discord or something like that, and I can process a manual refund of the 15%. Byron Buxton, Arenado. And there it is, Ron Darling for our second auto. Check out that signature. What does that say? I can see the Darling. That doesn't look like a Ron. What is the first letter there? It doesn't look like Ronald or anything. I don't know. That's cool, though. Nice. Going to Josh and the Mets. Catch up on comments here. Hey, Gino. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Same to you, Corey. 8 gold gloves on the Frank White, huh? Keep stumbling on White. Right. All right. So there's our 2 autos for tonight. Frank White, Ron Darling. White and Ron. Tripping me up. All right. Stick there. Did we finish this pack? I don't think so. Ernie Banks, Josh Naylor, Kierstad, Koufax, Royce Lewis. 3 packs to go. It must have been a nickname, and it couldn't have been for like Ronald or something, because none of those letters, like, you know, like a T or an L, none of them stuck up. There's no dots or I's. I don't know. A-Rod, Max Muncy, Pink Foil, Tasker Hernandez, Kyle Schwarber, McClanahan, Freed, Veen, Abel. Garrett Cole, Matt Chapman, Gilbert. All right, we got a foil A-Rod. That's out of 149 for the Mariners at 128. Jackie Robinson, Bo Bichette, Oliva, and Jones again. All right, one last pack here. We do have a Heritage High number coming up right after this, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Jose Altuve, Sanoa, Chan Ho Park, Frank Thomas, Pink Foil, Kyle Manzardo, Clayton Kershaw, Robert Hassel, and another Nick Kurtz. Guess we won't complain. All right. Well, that's it for this one. Let's do a little recap, and then we can head on out, flip everything over, and come back for one last break before we take a short little holiday break. I'm thinking we'll take off Christmas Eve and Christmas. I don't have any crazy plans. I'm not going anywhere. So I don't see any reason to take a week off or something like that. I'm assuming Christmas Eve and Christmas people aren't going to really want a break. So, yeah, got one more break coming up right after this. Heritage High number. For now, let's recap what we had here for our little fun Christmas event. I just sleeved up some inserts here. These are like the gray border parallels from the holiday box. The blues, the light blues, the dark blues, all that kind of stuff. Pink foils. Frank Thomas, Teoscar Hernandez, Jacob deGrom, Ted Williams, Brenton Doyle, Albert Pujols, and Billy Wagner. And then we went over to the top-loaded stuff. By the way, there were tons of rookies. I know I've said this a few times, but just in case you're tuning in late, tons of rookies across all this. Those are going to get sleeved up after the break. Top-loaded Nick Kurtz and Dylan Cruz, and another Nick Kurtz. You had a pink foil rookie, Leo Jimenez. Zach Wheeler was a gingerbread back. So is Gunnar Henderson. Then we had a blue foil Trace Sweeney rookie. Back here, A-Rod, 128 out of 149. Christmas SP Dylan Cruz. That was cool. Christmas SP Paul Skeens. out of 50. Matt Olson, 17 out of 50 on that. Green out of 99. Jacob deGrom, 60 out of 99. Nick Kurtz relic from our holiday box. That was fun. And then our 2 autos. Frank White, Ron Darling. All right, that's it. Cool. Yes, Crispy, you're right, because you did close it out. So I'll definitely take care of you in that case. But yeah, absolutely, that's no problem. Happy to do it. I think that's all I have to say. You're welcome, Tony. Absolutely. Crispy, you're more than welcome. I know the feeling. I've had to root for San Francisco and such before, too. Cool. Everybody, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. I've never actually met somebody that celebrated Kwanzaa, but it would be cool. It'd be cool if I could. But yeah, whatever you celebrate, have a good one. Have a happy one. And I'll see you in a few days. Otherwise, Heritage High Number coming up. Stick around. One last hurrah. See you there. Yeah, Gina, of course. Heritage is sold out, John. So we're good to go. We're going to rock it. I'm going to flip over. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back.